All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this working session. I'm going to be working and thinking out loud, but I wanted to share this session with you. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. I wanted to share this session with you because I'm actually going to explain how streamers can make money from their laptop. Like literally, they can turn their laptops into a money printing machine. I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out, and we'll see that it's not crazy at all. Because I'm gonna be explaining like step by step every little detail, but we have to start with the fundamentals. So as you can see here, these are the components, right? You need to have a product to sell. So I'm gonna offer my digital products, my ebooks, my video courses. I'm gonna provide the 5-minute video sales letter. The audience is going to be provided by the streamer, whether it's their Facebook friends or LinkedIn connections. I'm going to provide also the content in video format. So let's restructure this blueprint where I was explaining the entire live stream passive income. So let's eliminate what we don't need. And you're going to see that every streamer, in other words, every person who has a laptop, will be able to make money. So in yellow you see the video content. So these are the videos that will be running on the live stream. They're going to be like educational material, video courses, webinars, interviews, stuff that people really want to watch, really useful stuff for their career, for their business, for their personal finances. My ebooks will be discussed during those live streams. And then once in a while, maybe once every hour, there's going to be a sales pitch, a 5-minute video that will pitch a particular product that is pertaining to the topic at hand. So if during the past 55 minutes we're talking about email marketing, then the 5-minute video sales will pitch a product related to email marketing. So these videos will be inside of the laptop of the streamer. Okay, just gonna, and then the products that the streamers will sell, they will be hosted on Gumroad, where the streamers have an affiliate link. So I'm just gonna put it here. Whoops. Wait, what is that? All right, so I'm gonna create, this is the YouTube account of the streamer. And so they have to stream the video content and the video sales letter to that YouTube account. Like this. And so when they start live streaming, they just have to invite their audience. So here we're gonna put very specifically They will invite their Facebook friends. They will invite their LinkedIn connections. And so I think they're going to be very motivated because they're not selling anything. They're just inviting their friends and their connections to view a free live stream, right? So YouTube account, and then from their YouTube account, they're gonna create a live stream. So this is the actual, I call it educational live stream. It's like as if these streamers have their own TV station, which normally would cost like $20 million, but this is actually just their laptop, which is really amazing. And so we're just going to put it here to represent their laptop. Streamers. And laptop, you know, it can be like a stay-at-home mother. It can be a student who has a second laptop, and the student is leaving the second laptop running in his apartment while he or she is going to university. So you can do anything you want. You know, you can go outside of your house. You can do any activity as long as you have your laptop at home running and streaming using Wi-Fi. You're going to be printing money. Okay, so this is the streamer's laptop at home. It's ideally it should be running 24 hours a day. Let me just put it in the background. Here. I mean, it's I know it sounds like crazy, right? But it's not. It is technically possible. I mean, I checked, you know, you need a laptop, you need my videos, you need my video sales letter, you need to have a YouTube account, which is free, and then you start the educational live stream. And yeah, it's really crazy. So the educational live stream, let me show you an example. The educational live stream is gonna look like this. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, it's look like this. So you have a YouTube and you have live and you have the particular ID, and that's it. You know, that's the educational live stream that is created by the streamer, and they just do it once, and after that the laptop is running 24 hours a day, and then, you know, they just invite their friends and their connections to view that live stream. So I'm gonna and when people go to that live stream, they're gonna watch the content in yellow for free, and some of them will buy, and when they buy, the streamer makes money. So let's see what's happening here. We're gonna make a copy, and this third box represents the people who buy. So they visit the Gumroad sales page of the product, depending on what product is being promoted. Right, so some of the viewers will visit the Gumroad sales page, and some of them will buy. Not all of them, but some of them will buy. And that's when the affiliate makes money. So I'm just gonna put the arrow here. Some will buy, and when they buy by credit card. That's pretty standard. And right away, the streamer makes money. So let's just represent that. It's important to identify every step because I'm like an engineer at this point. I want to make sure that everything works perfectly. And when we have a diagram, it's much easier to, figure out how to make sure that everything works. And if it doesn't work, then we can figure out how to fix it. So these are the steps. I mean, this blueprint is very clear. If you have a laptop and you have a YouTube account, so I'm just going to read. If you have a laptop and you have a YouTube account, which is free, you can live stream courses that I actually charged for. I used to be, I used to be a teacher for college, for university, developing and teaching all kinds of courses, business, career, starting a business, innovation, sales. And so this educational live stream is very valuable because I'm releasing all my courses for free through this yellow box, which is videos. And so this is education. This is not entertainment. This is like a university. And so people will watch, the connections and friends of the streamer, and they will watch and they will visit the Gumroad sales page. Some of them will buy, depending on how strong my sales page is. Some of them will buy, and here, when they buy, streamer receives commissions, affiliate commissions. So typically, commissions can be 30%, can be 40%. I can even increase it to 50% or more just to encourage people at the beginning. But the streamer receives affiliate commissions, and what's happening after that is that Gumroad what's happening here? Gumroad has the money in your account. Oh yeah, Gumroad transfers money to streamers' PayPal account or bank account. It depends. You don't need to register your bank information. It's more convenient for you, of course, but you can also just enter your PayPal email, and every week Gumroad will transfer money to the streamer's PayPal or bank, online bank. And they do this every week, but you have to have a balance of more than $10. So this is the whole blueprint. I mean, it's not perfect. I have to fine tune it, but there you have it. This is the blueprint I'm going to share with my 21,000 connections on LinkedIn, because as you can see, I haven't forgotten anything. I think this is the big picture. I should put the YouTube logo here and the LinkedIn and Facebook logo. But anyways, guys, that's it. This is like a multi-million-dollar empire, because once my streamers make money, I'm going to be able to teach and create videos on how other teachers can also set up this thing where they have streamers making money from their laptop. So this laptop, ideally should be running 24/7, so that once you set up the live stream, you don't have to do anything. Unless you have a power outage and then you have to reset your laptop again. But typically, you set it. You set your laptop and your educational live stream. This is a YouTube channel, and that's it. It's gonna run forever. So, oh yeah, I forgot OBS Studio. Where's OBS Studio? The YouTube account here. Yeah, so let's do that. I want to provide all the information so that anyone can see clearly that this is pure engineering, guys. This is not like some fancy or theoretical or abstract diagram. This is actually like a blueprint of how a streamer can turn their laptop, anyone who has a laptop and internet connection can start to print money. I really want to drive home that point. That's the whole idea. So let me just create some space here. This diagram is going to get more and more sophisticated, but already here, I think that, you know, you have the gist, you have the essence of what this blueprint is all about. You know, it's about ordinary people making interesting money. So hold on, just give me a minute here. I want this blueprint to be a masterpiece in showing you exactly how you can make money. I mean, they say that money doesn't buy happiness, and I agree, it doesn't buy a particular kind of happiness, but if we're honest, we would admit that money does buy a certain kind of happiness. Like if you want to go on a cruise vacation, if you want to travel, if you want to buy nice clothes, buy a car, buy a house, well, you need money for that. You know, like no matter how much love you have from your friends and family, love is not going to cut it. You need actual money, and this blueprint shows you how you can actually make money. So this is, you know, if you're watching this, I don't want to be dramatic, but this is your once in a lifetime opportunity. You got to look into this. You got to talk to me, because I have the video content, I have the courses, I have the digital courses, the ebooks, I have the business knowledge, the marketing experience. I've been teaching all of this stuff. For me, like, this is logical. To me, like, if you have a laptop, you're going to be printing money. You know, you're going to be like the Federal Reserve, but this is legal money printing. Okay? You just need to have a laptop and follow my instructions and become a streamer. Okay, so how to turn your laptop into a money machine. Like, even while you're sleeping, as long as your laptop is running, you're going to be making money. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Thank you for being there. This is absolutely insane. You know, I have no idea how these ideas come to me, but I've checked, you know, I've checked again and again, and this is pure engineering. There's no way you cannot make money from your laptop. There's no way. Like, okay, so OBS Studio, let me see. So let's be even more graphic, if you will, and mention that all the videos are in this folder. So we're gonna say folder containing the videos. So just I'm just gonna make a copy, but just to be clear, like, I want to simplify, so I'm just gonna put videos. But of course, you know that, you know, those videos, the first 55 minutes will be education, and then 5 minutes sales pitch. So I'm gonna put, as a reminder, I'm gonna put 55.5, so that we remember that it's 55 minutes of valuable content and 5 minutes of sales pitch. And people can ignore the 5-minute sales pitch. That's okay. They can go for a break and then they come back, and there's another 55 minutes of educational content. So we're gonna remove this, because now that you know what it's about, I'm gonna remove this. And so we need to, so this is a folder inside of your laptop. And of course, you need to have OBS Studio installed. So I'm just going to put it here. So the laptop is the box. This is so exciting. OBS Studio. So you need to install that. I'm going to put the link later on, but you just download, you install it. And I'm going to create videos so that you can install it and configure it. But like I said, it takes like a few minutes to configure OBS Studio. You have to create the scene. You have to, it's really not difficult. But I'm just going to put here as a reminder, the configuration of your OBS Studio is going to be, let me just be very precise. I'm going to check add source. Okay, add source. So it's add source. That's what you're going to click. And after that, you select VLC video source. And the reason why you do that is that you add a source. So it's not going to be a webcam. It's going to be your video source. And after you select VLC video source, you select the folder. Okay, after that, you're going to select folder. And of course, you select this folder that contains all the videos. And after that, all the videos that I'm going to give you inside this folder, OBS Studio is going to play, live stream all those videos 24 hours a day, because you're going to be looping. So we're going to select loop. Loop means that whatever videos you have in this folder, after OBS Studio has live streamed all of them, it's going to start over again. So if you have one video, it's going to keep running that video. If you have 3 videos or 5 videos, it's going to play all 5 videos and then it's going to start over. That's what we mean by looping. So you don't have to have like 24 hours of video. You can just have 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours. That's fine because it's going to loop forever. Okay, so we have OBS Studio. We have the folder. And this is your laptop. I should actually put the picture of a laptop. It's more visual. Anyways, I'm going to do that later. So you have a laptop, right? And you connect, very important, you connect to your YouTube account. So it's not difficult. You just click connect and you validate. And once you're connected to your YouTube account, in the future, every time that you live stream, you don't have to connect again. You just have to connect once. So once you connect your laptop to YouTube, it's connected forever. Now, what's really interesting, and I want to mention this because what's really interesting is that it takes like a minute, right, to connect your laptop to your YouTube account. But what's really happening here is that you're connecting your laptop or your home to a powerful platform that Google bought for $1.65 billion. And so this connection is a multi-million-dollar connection, because if you didn't have a YouTube account, you wouldn't be able to do the live streaming. You wouldn't be able to invite your friends because there's no live stream. And since there's no live stream, there's no viewers and there's no purchase, there's no affiliate commissions, and you're not getting richer. So this thing, this arrow, it's a multi-million-dollar connection. I want you to really understand that, because so far what's happening has been happening in your life is that you're a consumer of content. You're not a producer, and that's why you're not making money, right? You're wasting time. I'm not judging, but I observe that people are just wasting in the sense that they're not making money. I don't mean wasting in the sense that they're losers or anything. Like, there's a lot of educational content on TikTok, YouTube, etc. And so, yes, we can learn, we can distract ourselves, we can relax when we watch what's going on online. But this diagram is reversing like the way that you live, basically, because you're going from consumer to creator of content. And this is a major shift, because when you look at all the successful people out there, all the thought leaders, all the multimillionaires, like, what is it that they do? Ultimately, they're not consuming. So when you watch the profile of a famous or popular TikTok creator or Instagram creator, you'll notice, and this is something I noticed right away, they have tons of followers, but they don't follow many people. Like most of them, they follow zero. They follow zero people. Like they don't care about other people's content because they're not consumers. Like when you consume content, yeah, it's interesting. You learn things here and there, but you're not making money. You're not making money. To make money, you have to become a creator of content, but not even creator because I've created the content for you. You just have to distribute the content. So here I'm going to put, I'm a creator, but you don't have to be a creator at the beginning. You can just be a distributor. And after you make tons of money, then you can create content and teach people how you've been able to make money from all of this. But at the beginning, you know, you can just be a distributor, because to be a creator, I mean, it's not easy. You got to learn, you know, what to create and all of that. But you don't need to be a creator at the beginning. Just grab my content and start live streaming. Start teaching people stuff. This has been the essence of my career in the last 30 years. You know, I'm just educating people. I'm just educating them for free. And teaching contracts come to me. Customers come to me because they can see that Peter is sharing his knowledge for free. And so the same thing is going to happen to you. This is human nature. When you offer something of value for free, your Facebook friends, your LinkedIn connections, they will watch this. And I want to share with you a secret. Some of these live streams will actually share my secrets for making a boatload of money. I'm going to share my real secrets, how I sell, how I do the marketing, my copywriting hacks, how I create video courses. This is going to be so valuable that your friends, like even the people who are not ambitious, they're going to be very curious. Your LinkedIn connections are more professional. They're going to be very curious. They will have no choice but to watch this educational live stream, because I'm going to be sharing all my secrets. I don't care. I'm getting into AI, okay? I don't care about my course material. I'm going to release everything for free. So when you invite the people in your life to watch those live streams, I guarantee you they will watch it. They have no choice. This is too good to pass up on. And then they will visit the sales page, which I'm going to be running. You don't have to take care of that. And they buy something because I'm a copywriter. I'll make sure they buy something. And they will buy something because it's satisfaction guaranteed. They have nothing to lose. If they don't like it, they'll get the money back. But they will buy something because, let me tell you a secret, a lot of my products will come with master resale rights, meaning that after they buy my product, they can turn around and they can resell it and pocket 100% of the profits. So that's gold. They will buy. There's no way they're not going to buy, because, you know, they're going to be able to make money from my products. And then, you know, you as a streamer, you receive affiliate commissions, right? So let me just put it here. This is where you're actually making money. And the money, you know, Gumroad is going to send the money straight to your bank account. And here, I'm just going to put it here to give you an idea of what to look forward to. You know, you will have your dream life, whatever it is, you know, sports cars, houses, traveling, taking your mom or your dad, taking care of them, taking care of your children. You're going to have an amazing life. But can you see that it's a whole process? You have to do all of this. You got to start with your laptop, connect to your YouTube account. Geez, it takes like a minute. And then you start live streaming. You set it and you forget it. You start live streaming and you invite people. Now, of course, you know, at the beginning, your people will be suspicious. Your friends will be jealous, but who cares, right? That's their problem. They're going to be jealous, but they're going to watch you anyways. They want to see what you're up to. LinkedIn, your neighbors, okay? You just print business cards, distribute to your neighbors, help them with the free education. Everyone, like, let me repeat that, 100% of the population needs to learn about AI. Everyone, whether you're a student, whether you're a teenager, whether you're a retired person who's 65, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, whether you're unemployed, whether you're sick, everyone needs to learn about AI. And that's why, like, you know, this is just two sources. You got to knock on the door of your neighbors within, let's say, a 2-mile radius. Knock on the door, tell them, you know, give them a small business card with this live stream and tell them, go watch my live stream. It's going to save your life. It's going to help you to survive and succeed in the AI economy. AI economy, everyone has to learn about AI. Otherwise, you're kaput. Your life is over. Your job is over. Your profession, your career, it's all over. This is almost like a national emergency. Now, I don't want to be like an alarmist. That's my opinion. But my point is that everyone that you know or that you will communicate with will watch your educational live stream. You will make so much money. You will have your dream life once you start making money, affiliate commissions. And to me, it's so crystal clear. It's very clear. And if you get involved now, then your friends, your LinkedIn connections will buy and you will make the affiliate commissions. If you don't get involved now, it's okay. But all these people that you know who are connected to other people, they will purchase from other streamers, and you will lose the commission. But I don't want to force anybody. I'm just explaining to people what this blueprint is all about. And people who are interested to make money, they will come. I'm not the kind of person who uses fear or FOMO, fear of missing out. You might miss out, but it's not a problem. You can join later on. It's just that I'm just inviting people. If you join now as a streamer, then you can turn your laptop into a money machine so that you can start distributing this valuable educational content. Okay, so that's my sales pitch. So let me see what's missing. So you need a laptop, you need a YouTube account, and that's it. And you need to have people to invite. Once you invite them, like just once, or maybe twice or 3 times. After that, just leave them alone. Like after 3 invitations, if they're not watching your live stream, there's nothing you can do for them. Don't force them to do anything. Just give them the opportunity to watch what's going on. And inside of the live stream, I'm going to have this video that you're watching. I'm going to explain to people that they can become a streamer like you. They can make money like you, right? So I think that's about it. What else? Let me just change that to black. This is a lot of fun for me. Like I said, guys, to me, it's kind of obvious that this is how it's going to play out. How can this fail? Let's figure out the points of failure so that we can fix it even before the problems arise. Or if you have a problem, at any point in time throughout this process, you will have an idea of how to fix that problem. I'm identifying the problem and doing preemptive troubleshooting because this is what I call a universal basic business. It's a business that anyone can run as long as you have a laptop. You can learn how to do this. It's a universal basic business, or UBB. It's not like UBI. UBI is when and if the government gives you, let's say, 12,000 or 15,000 a year, because you're going to lose your job, right? And the government has to support citizens. So UBI is really like a ceiling. It's the minimum to cover food, rent, clothes, etc. But UBB, Universal Basic Business, is available to everyone for free. But you have a business. You have a live stream business. So let's take a look. Okay, you have a laptop, OBS Studio. You might have some trouble doing the setup. The folder, that's not a problem. You just create a folder and you put the videos inside of that folder. Oh yeah, by the way, how are you going to get those videos? That's a good question. So let's tackle that. I'm going to put all the videos in a OneDrive folder. I have a OneDrive in the cloud. It's like a Google Drive, but it's from Microsoft. So I'm just going to put it here. And you're going to have access to that folder, my folder in OneDrive. So you're going to be able to download all the videos. So I'm going to put Peter's OneDrive folder. I might put a password, so only people who have a password can get into the folder. But okay, let me just move everything. This, by the way, I'm probably going to teach it in a business school this kind of business blueprinting, it's very useful because I can actually see everything that's going on. It's very much like an engineering blueprint. And it makes you believe in whatever project you're doing because everything is visual. I mean, these, this is a laptop, this is it's all visual. And so you can easily manage, you can see where the problems might arise, etc. Okay, so I'll give you access to my OneDrive, and you're going to be able to download, and you put my videos into your folder inside of your laptop. Okay, and okay, so you have your laptop running, you set up OBS Studio, you connect to your YouTube account. So let me just check. So when you connect, you're clicking on settings, stream. Okay, so to connect, I'm just going to put it here to as a reminder, but once you do it, you're never going to forget it. So to connect to your YouTube account, you click on settings, and then you click on stream. Let me just check again. It's so easy. I mean, it's so easy. OBS Studio is free. Yeah, you click on stream, and after that you select YouTube server. And after you do that, it's going to ask you to enter your YouTube credentials. And that's it, guys. That's it. It's so easy to set up a streaming business. And, once you know how to do this, let me just put this over here. Oops. Once you become a streamer for me, I mean, you don't have to stay with me. You can become a streamer for other entrepreneur. Okay. But you're starting with me because, I'll teach you everything. So this is a laptop. Like once you have this, everything set up, especially your laptop, your OBS Studio, your folder, you don't have to live stream my videos. You can live stream somebody else's videos, and you're going to make money from other creators, so you're in control. You don't depend on me. I'm just the guy providing the videos and the products, but you can live stream anybody else. So this is your laptop. Let me just, okay, this is your laptop, and you do the settings, the stream, YouTube, and once you do that, you're connected to your YouTube account, and you can start live streaming. So let me just put an arrow here. The thing about this blueprint is that it's going to become more and more detailed, and later on, I don't mind if you take this blueprint and you start to give workshops to people based on this blueprint. But I guarantee you that once I publish this blueprint on my LinkedIn timeline, a lot of people will ask me questions, because seriously, guys, I mean, where have you seen a similar universal basic business? You've never seen this blueprint before. This is, don't want to brag, but this is a worldwide first. It's the first time that a business teacher and consultant like myself is actually publishing and teaching people how you can make money from your laptop. It's crazy. A laptop, almost everyone has a laptop, right? Today it costs like what? $300. If you buy a secondhand laptop, which you should, because you just need a secondhand laptop. You don't need a brand new laptop. For $100, you can start making money with a $100 laptop. Because ideally, this laptop should be your second laptop. You should have your main laptop or computer that you're using. But this laptop is just a streaming laptop. It doesn't do anything else except streaming. So it's just a stream laptop. You put in a corner of your apartment, and it's gonna print money all the time. Now, I know what you're thinking. okay, Peter, it's going to print money. I see what you're doing, but how much money am I going to get? Well, we're going to get into that, the numbers, but just as an overview, suppose that the streamer, that's you, suppose that you're receiving some money. So let's just let's talk about real money here. So instead of putting like 30 or 40%, let's use a real fictitious but realistic number. Let's say that you're streaming 24 hours a day, and after a whole day of streaming, you're making, let's say, $50 per day. Okay, like you go to sleep and then you wake up in the morning and you see $50 inside of your Gumroad account. And by the way, I just want to put a note to myself here. This is something I've been searching for the last like 5 or maybe 10 years. I've been searching for the Holy Grail. And to me, the Holy Grail, I think it started in 2016, so 10 years ago, when I began to seriously research artificial intelligence. The Holy Grail for me, are you ready for this? It sounded crazy at the time, but I received that message. I was like channeling some super intelligence, God or heaven or angels, whatever you call it. But I received this mysterious instruction to search for the Holy Grail in the world of finance, of course. And the Holy Grail that I was looking for is something that I call an electricity. And this is something that Satoshi Nakamoto was searching for, I believe. Like, he wouldn't put it that way. Like, he wanted to create a digital currency that would protect people against inflation, because he didn't feel it was fair that the government would print money. And like people in Venezuela right now, for example, they've lost like at least 50% of the value of their dollars, right? So Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. Anyways, I wanted to create a electricity to cash systems. So this is not the same thing as the digital cash or currency known as Bitcoin. This is even better because, well, I keep saying better, and it really annoys my multimillionaire Bitcoin friends, but it's better than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, sure, you buy Bitcoin, and I bought a couple because there was a dip in the Bitcoin price. When you buy Bitcoin, sure, you preserve your value, your purchasing power, because Bitcoin is not controlled by central banks. So, but you can't create anything with Bitcoin. Like, if I send you a Bitcoin to your Bitcoin wallet right now, what can you do with it? You can just keep it, right? So Bitcoin is like the feminine aspect. You keep it, it's beautiful, it's precious, you preserve it, you protect it, but that's it. There's nothing you can do with Bitcoin. But what I wanted to create using AI or digital technologies like the internet is something more aggressive, more masculine. And that's what I call an electricity to cash system. I should do a whole live stream on this, because at the highest level, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at electricity, which goes into your laptop, because the laptop needs electricity. So, by the way, I might as well put it here, because you're going to be paying for electricity. It's not free. Of course, there are ways. There are ways to, this is crazy. You can go to a shopping mall or any place where there's shopping mall or a food court inside of shopping malls, and you have a electricity outlet. You plug your laptop, so you're using the electricity of the shopping mall, and they also have Wi-Fi connections, right? And you're using their Wi-Fi, and so you're going to be powering your laptop using their electricity. But it's not very convenient. So, it's better if you stay at home and you pay for your electricity. So here we have electricity. Right, so the electricity, and this is important, the electricity goes to your laptop. Okay, you need that because otherwise, come on, otherwise, how are you gonna power your laptop? So electricity is a real, it's a real cost, right? So I just paid my electricity bill like $250 for a couple of months, so because of the winter. But depending on where you live, I don't know, how much are you paying for electricity? Maybe $50 per month. But if you're live streaming 24 hours a day, probably you're going to have to pay more than $50 a month, but I don't think it's that much, you know. And by the way, you don't have to live stream 24 hours a day. You can live stream just for 3 hours every day. And during those 3 hours, you're going to invite your LinkedIn connections and Facebook friends. You tell them, I'm going to be live streaming only for, you know, for 3 hours. So anyways, let's say you're paying electricity $100 per month. That is the only cost that you have to run this entire electricity to cash, because you paid for your laptop already, and you oh yeah, your Wi-Fi, of course, you're paying for your Wi-Fi also. So here we just have to be honest here, you know, like I don't want to tell you that it's totally free. So you have to pay for your Wi-Fi, but which you're already paying, so there's nothing you have to set up. You just want to put the cost down so it's very clear. So I don't know, I'm paying $65 per month. You might have a better deal. It doesn't matter as long as you're making money. And so you're paying for your Wi-Fi. But basically, to get back to my holy grail, I finally found this electricity to cash system. This is just one system. I have other systems, and it's very much like Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining, for those who don't know, is when you're using a powerful computer with specialized software, and you're solving mathematical puzzles created by the blockchain. And when you solve a puzzle, as a reward, you get a Bitcoin. So it's called Bitcoin mining. Here, it's not Bitcoin mining. I don't know what I should call it. It's not Bitcoin mining. It's something. You're doing something with the laptop. You know, you're live streaming. You're educating people. So I don't know. I need a good name. Educational mining? No. Stream mining. Stream income. Stream earning. You're stream and earning, strearning. No, that sounds, it's too ugly. Anyways, I'm going to come up with a name later on. But the idea here is that if you have electricity and you're paying for it, you can have cash in the form of affiliate commissions, and your dream will become true. But you can see that your dream, maybe I'm going to put this in the corner because, you know, it starts here. And it's kind of like a clockwise, you know, you go clockwise and you end up here. This is what you should really look forward to. So I'm just going to put it in bright so that everyone, no, actually in blue sky. You have to know exactly or visualize exactly how you're going to have an amazing life. Like if you don't want an amazing life, that's okay. If you don't think that you deserve it, that's okay. You know, everyone has their own thing. I'm not judging anyone. But I love myself. I love myself so much. I remember when I was living in downtown, my brother Victor, he called me on the phone. So, Peter, do you have a special someone in your life? I'm pretty sure his wife put him up to it. So I said, a special someone in my life? Right away, I said, yeah, me. And I've always been like that, you know. And it might annoy people, but I don't care. Like, I love myself, and you should love yourself unconditionally. You should love yourself so much that when you see an opportunity to convert electricity into money, and you can take money and convert it into your dream life, you should love yourself so much that you jump on this opportunity. But again, this is not a fear of missing out. I don't want you to feel any fear. I want you to feel the love for yourself. Do you love yourself? If you love yourself, do this. Because I spent years and years and years creating all of these courses. I mean, it took me 20 years to create these courses. And I was a $80 an hour college professor. I taught at university, Concordia University, McGill University. I taught in French. I taught in English. I taught for 2 school boards. I was registered for 3 school boards. I got all the teaching material for an entrepreneurship course for a 3rd school board, but because of a technical glitch, I wasn't able to teach. But I've got, you know, their intellectual property, and so I've been teaching officially in the last 20 years. I've been a consultant. I've started like 5 different startups. They all succeeded in terms of product creation, very successful. And today I'm financially free. Like I quit my teaching position, which was a contract position in January 2023. I'm having an amazing life. I can travel. Every day I wake up, I do whatever I want to do. I hang out with whoever I want to hang out. I buy stuff. I have like so many toys at home. I have like two projectors projectors on my white wall. I'm gonna send you pictures, but I just bought a projector, $150, extremely powerful, 4K. I have all the toys you can imagine all the time. I'm not stressed about anything. Well, maybe one thing, but it's minor. I have financial freedom. So I'm so blessed that I want to teach you how to do that. And I spent years trying to find this elusive electricity to cash, and you are looking at it. You are looking at a way to turn your electricity, which you have hopefully in your home apartment. You turn your electricity and your laptop into an educational live stream. Educational simply means that you're actually helping people. You are like a one-person university. You're live streaming to people on their tablet, on their phone, on their desktop, laptop. You are teaching people extremely valuable knowledge about how to find a job, how to acquire new skills, how to save money, manage their finances, how to invest. I mean, I'm gonna have so many videos, and it's not just my videos, guys. I'm gonna have like experts and teachers who will send you their videos. I'm gonna put their videos in my OneDrive folder. Now, why would experts and authors and teachers give away their course? Well, because they're gonna become known. They're gonna become known. They're gonna be able to generate leads and get clients and contracts this way. So what's inside of my OneDrive folder? Let's do that. Because you want like fresh content all the time, right? So here I'm gonna put experts, teachers, consultants. They will send me their videos. It has to be a video because this is live streaming. It cannot be an ebook. Okay, so they will send me their videos. I put all of their videos in my OneDrive folder, and you have access to it. So you're gonna have fresh content all the time. But this blueprint just shows you how we set up the whole thing. Now that the whole thing is set up, it's like a plumbing system, like infrastructure. Now that the whole thing is set up and we know who has to do what, then we can all make money together. So the expert, the teachers, they have to create video content and send them to me. And I'm going to give you access to my OneDrive folder, and you're going to put it in your laptop, and you connect your laptop to YouTube, and that you start the live stream, and you invite everyone that you know, and that's it. Once you invite them, let them enjoy the educational live stream, and you will make money automatically, and you will have your dream life. I mean, this is very, very clear. I mean, I think I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah. So I'm very happy that you're watching this, because this is like a worldwide first. And I'm going to share this video with my 21,000 connections on LinkedIn, my Facebook friends, and get their feedback. But I think we've got something here. And I can do this in French for people in Quebec, but I think I finally found this electricity to cash system where you just need electricity. Like almost everyone has a laptop today. If you don't have a laptop and you have, let's say, an iPad or a tablet, you can buy a laptop. It's not expensive. Buy a second-hand one, and you're good to go. And so, yeah, I hope that through this live stream, I've given you a bit of hope so that you can see that it's not difficult for you to make money. And speaking of making money, I just want to share with you a training program that will actually be a live stream, and just to show you how insane this live streaming is, because in my mastering the money game, I talk about the 4 levels that you have to graduate. It's like a video game where you have 4 different levels, and you can go through these levels as fast or as slowly as you want, but you really have to go through these levels. There's no way around it. And the good news is that I've gone through these 4 levels, so I can really teach you. So this is what I call mastering the money game. It's very simple. It's really a game. Just want to share with you quickly here and make the connection to the Livestream income blueprint. By the way, this is crazy. The Livestream income blueprint, it's LIB, and that stands for liberation. We're going to liberate the world financially. Okay, Livestream income, you're making income blueprint, LIB. I don't believe in coincidences. I think that this idea that just came to me, this acronym, it came to me for a reason. Okay, anyways, so the first level of the money game, like really you have to think of it as a game. The first level is you've got to acquire skills. Okay, this is not the same as attending a course or getting a diploma. You got to acquire real skills that will help you to produce a result. Okay, you have to produce a result with your skills. Okay, diploma, certificates, not necessary. It's nice if they give you a diploma. Of course, take it, frame it, be proud of it, but it's not necessarily a skill. A skill, you have a skill if you can produce a result. That's it. That's the bottom line. So that's the first level. Second level is when you're performing. So you have to use your skills. And of course, that involves promoting yourself and showcasing your skills on YouTube and you know, to get jobs. But a lot of times, you know, when people look for a job or they look for contracts, they're doing too much promotion. You don't have to promote. Like, just show a video demonstrating your skills and employers and clients will hire you. You know, like if I wanted to become a teacher at any training center or college, I wouldn't necessarily send my resume, although I should, because that's standard. I would just send them my course outlines. You know, I've created like 7 different college level courses. I would send them videos where I was teaching on Zoom. I would send them everything I've created in the last 20 years. And when they see my portfolio, they're going to hire me as a teacher and pay me $80 or $100 an hour, because I'm a proven professional. So that's what I mean by performing. Sometimes you have to perform for free, like do a demo or show your portfolio or meet with them and you demonstrate that you can use your skills to add value. But that's the second level. You know, there's a bit of promotion, of course. You have to be visible, but you basically have to be able to perform and demonstrate. No, just perform. Demonstration is a part of performing. So you perform, and as a result, you make money. And it is as simple as that. If you want to make money, you got to perform. And a lot of people make the mistake, you know, when they're looking for a job, they're just sending out resume. But when you're sending out resume, you're not performing. Sending out a resume, anyone can do that. A teenager can do that. So people make the mistake of sending like hundreds of resumes and they're sitting at home waiting for a phone call. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You just actually have to go out and perform and get a meeting with a company. If they don't want to give you a meeting, well, they're not that serious about hiring. You should find another employer organization. But of course, to meet with them, whether it's an informal meeting or a formal job interview, you got to state a reason why they should give you the time. Like, for example, I can say to a company or a college or a university, hey, I need a meeting, please. If you have like just 15 minutes, I want to meet with you. I want to show you my curriculum for teaching your employees, your students about AI, prompt engineering. This is what I've done. I need 15 minutes. I'm in, I'm out. And when you make that clear pitch for why they should meet with you, they will give you 10 minutes. Everyone, no matter how busy they are, they have 10 minutes, right? But you've got to give them a reason. You cannot say, oh, I need a 15-minute job interview because, you know, I need a job. No, nobody cares what you need. I mean, I know it's not very compassionate, but you know, business organizations typically don't care what you need. They care about what you can give them, and that's part of performing. You have to perform and demonstrate your value, and that's a whole skill. That's why, like, it's a whole It's a whole level that you have to master. Acquiring skills is the foundation, but it's not enough. You can have the best skills in the world, but if you don't know how to showcase and demonstrate your skills, well, you're not going to make money. Okay, so this is where you're making money. The third level is where you're managing your finances. So this means like budgeting, controlling your impulses. Like, don't buy stuff you don't need, only buy the essentials. And tracking your money, where you're spending, and above all, saving money. It doesn't matter how much you save, really. Like, every month you can save like $50, or you can save $200. It's just a habit of saving money. If at the end of every month you don't have savings that you put into your bank account, in a savings account, you're not managing properly. So you have to really, don't eat too much, don't buy stuff you don't need, don't buy designer brands, just learn how to save money. And the last stage is when you've saved enough money and you start investing. So this is like the investing game, and you got to learn. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to lose money, but you learn over time, and that's where you make your money work for you. So this is just a brief introduction, but this full webinar is going to be part of the live stream that you're going to offer. So I don't know anyone who's going to refuse to watch this webinar, because I'm teaching like a master. Okay, I'm a mini master. I'm not like Warren Buffett or Elon Musk or anything, but I've gone through all of this. I'm at the top here. I don't have to work anymore. That's the goal. My goal, I don't know what your goals are financially, but my goal is not to have like a $20 million in my account. It's meaningless. Like, I have the freedom. I own my life. I don't need to own Nvidia. I don't need to own Tesla. Like, okay, it's great if I could own stock like that. I own Bitcoin, but I have my freedom. I own my life 100%. That's what I'm aiming for. So in your case, like, you might have $2 million, but if you still have to work for somebody else, you don't have freedom. That's my perspective. I don't want to judge anyone. If you love your work, sure, keep on working. But I love teaching. I teach for free. I don't want to feel I'm forced to work. So I have my freedom. So now I want to teach people how to do that. And the great news is that when it comes to this business model, notice that you don't need to have any skills. You don't need to acquire skills. Well, you need to know how to set up OBS Studio, but any teenager can do that. You don't need to perform. I'm the one performing. I'm the one who's going to teach through the live stream, and the other teachers also will teach. So you don't have to perform at all. So you're just here. You're making money without doing anything, which is crazy. Your laptop is working for you. And so maybe that's an exception. I think I just hacked my own system here. That's an exception, because normally you have to perform to make money, right? And then you manage your money. But here, what I've done with this electricity to cash system is that for some reason, it's like I don't know, man. It's like a glitch in the matrix. For some reason, let me just put it down here. For some reason, you have passive income. Like this, I don't know, it's like a miracle. It's like you're winning lottery ticket. For some reason, you have passive income that comes from this, electricity to cash system. So you can thank God, you can thank heaven, you can thank whoever it is up there that you believe in, but somehow you have the passive income and you can start to manage your finances. And so this is really crazy, because for some reason you don't need that. Of course, you should still do that, because anything can happen to me, right? And for whatever reason, what if you don't make enough money with passive income? What if you make only like, from this system, what if you make only, I don't know, $50 a day is not too bad, but what if you make only like $20 per day? $20 per day is still good, because it covers your electricity and you don't have to work. You're just making $20 a day. It's still good, but it's not enough to support you. And so if it's not enough, then you should acquire skills, and you should perform. But isn't it nice that you have a passive source of income, you know, and over time you're going to get better at live streaming, generating traffic, and your passive income here will increase. But, this is just one source of income. Never rely only on one source of income. So I guess what we can say here, let me just redraw this. What we can say is that if you want to, because especially if you have a family, you want to be careful. What we can do is that we can diversify your source of income. So here, this passive income that you're generating from live streaming is just one source of income, right? You have at least two sources of income. So here you perform as a professional, and also you make money from live streaming. So you have two sources of income. Of course, other people have dividends. That's a third source of income. They have, they're selling their stock. That's another source of income. They're selling items they're not using anymore. It could be, like I sold like electronic items on Facebook Marketplace. So sell unused items through Facebook Marketplace, which is great. You're helping somebody else and you're generating some cash. So that's another way to make money. And no matter, the more ways you have to make money, the more money you have to play with, and the more money you have to invest. But it's just that passive income, what I've described in this live stream, you just have a laptop. You just have a laptop here, and your stream laptop is gonna educate people all over the world. You can have a second laptop where you're teaching in French, because I'm gonna have French content as well. You can have a laptop dedicated to teaching people in Italian, if you're Italian, and therefore your audience will be people from Italy or people in Canada who prefer to speak Italian. You can be Russian or Ukrainian, and you would have a live stream in Russian or Ukrainian or in Vietnamese, and you invite your Vietnamese compatriots to watch your live stream, because I'm going to be translating all of my content here, all of my educational videos. I'm going to translate everything into all the languages on the planet. So if you're Vietnamese, you're going to have my Vietnamese live stream. If you're Chinese, you're going to have my Mandarin live stream. If you're French, German, Spanish, I'm going to cover the whole planet. Because for me, live streaming is like the ultimate university, because number one, it's free. You don't have to register. There's no midterms. There's no exam. There's no stress. And you can watch from your phone. So for me, a live stream means a universal university. Everyone has access. And today, there are so many changes in technology. People need education. Without education, you cannot survive. So many people don't know yet about AI and prompt engineering, and that's a major risk factor. And so I want to help people. I want to create these live streams. And I need streamers like you who will stream from their laptop and who will educate people. All right, guys, that's what I had for you today. I hope it's been useful, and I'll talk to you more in the next live stream.